So, good morning, everyone. I'm going to put a timestamp on this practice, on this meeting, because it's the new year. It's January 6th, 2023. Today, we're going to do the Kriya for elevation. This Kriya is a really good, just foundational Kriya for Kundalini Yoga. We're going to activate all of our energetic chakra centers and just kind of do a full realignment to the spine. I wanted to share just a little bit about my teaching practice. I'm going to be posting all of my classes on YouTube, and I'm going to begin a new series where I'm going to release a new video every 40 days. In Kundalini Yoga, they say that in order to really get up like the most potency out of a Kriya, it's good to practice it for 40 days straight. When I first started my Kundalini journey, it was rare that I made that 40-day stretch, but it's just kind of a good way for if you're new to Kundalini Yoga or if you don't know what to do outside of just a single practice. You can kind of begin to structure your practice around a 40-day practice and then move on to another one. So my intention is to post a new video every 40 days. So whoever's watching or whoever wants to participate can begin that 40-day cycle. So yes, thank you again for joining me today. Thanks for listening to my little advertisements, but let's go ahead and begin our practice today. If you want to close your eyes, maybe you're on your bum, on the floor, on your mat, maybe you're sitting in a chair. Let's just take a moment here to settle into your seat, settle into your body. Feel the connection from the bottom of the spine all the way to the top of the head. Maybe the shoulders melt down the back a little bit. And just feel the earth underneath you, meeting your body. Sense or imagine, feel that connection between your body and the earth that's holding us here. And as we have our eyes closed and we're just settling into the practice, kind of carving out space in our mind and our attention for ourselves for this next hour and 15 minutes. Give yourself permission to just release, to be in the moment. Now, as we're sitting here, I'm just going to ask you to notice your breath. Don't try and change it. Just notice the breath. Maybe it's shallow. Maybe you haven't taken too many long breaths today yet. Or maybe it's the end of the day and you've taken many long breaths, but just give some attention to the breath. Pay attention to the quality of your thoughts. Check in with the body here. Make any sort of adjustments. And now let's just bring some more attention and intention to the breath here. We're going to do just a simple breath. We're going to inhale for a 4 count and exhale for a 6 count. You just want your exhale to be a bit longer than your inhale. So let's just begin here. Find an inhale for 4 beats. exhale fully. You can even audibly exhale. Inhaling again for 4 and exhaling for 6. Keep up that pattern. This is a calming breath. So if you are ever in a place where you're trying to calm or soothe your nervous system, soothe your breath, allowing yourself a really long, juicy exhale will calm and stabilize your energy. Again, your eyes are closed. We're breathing in for a count of 4. And exhaling for a count of 6. And as you're breathing here, we'll ask everyone to just leave all of the judgment towards yourself. Maybe you're thinking, I'm not doing it right, or creating comparisons in your mind. See if you can just relax that judgment and just lean into the breath. So wherever you're at, let's just do 3 more rounds of this breath. This calming breath that's bringing us into our body, cueing our nervous system and our mind to be attentive but calm. Once you finish those breaths, let's go ahead and bring the palms together in front of the heart center. And let's just start rubbing our hands. We're going to create just a little bit of heat. Wake up our hands. And then we're going to bring our bowing or our hands to our heart center, elbows out to the sides. Feel the length of the spine as you bring the elbows out. And with every Kundalini Yoga class, we tune in, and tuning in is a way of acknowledging all of the yogis that practiced before us, all the yogis that are practicing now, all the yogis in the future, and just giving acknowledgement to the richness of this heritage of yoga. So the mantra is Om Namo Gurudev Namo, which translates to I bow to the teacher within. So here we are, straight spine, elbows are out to the sides, hands in front of the heart, eyes are closed. And let's take a deep inhale here together through the nose. And exhale audibly through the mouth. And then we'll inhale here to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale one more time. Om Inhale deeply from the earth, from the bottom of your spine. Make your spine long and strong. Hold the breath at the top of the head here. You can focus your energy at your third eye. And exhale, release the arms, release the breath. Your hands can just fall into your lap. And if you'd like, you can set an intention today for your practice for this next hour, hour and 15 minutes. I always suggest to not get too caught up in making it complicated, but what does your intuition bring up? And just go with it. Beautiful job. We've been sitting for a little bit, about 11 minutes. So if you'd like to, if you want to bring more circulation to your legs, you can extend them out in front of you. I'm just going to do that real quick before we head into our next pranayama breathing exercise. You can kind of jiggle them, wiggle them. And then also to create more balance in your seated position, I like to switch up which leg I have in front, just to give more balance to our hips. And if you need more support, always you can bring, a blanket or pillows underneath your knees here. So we're going to do, like I said, a little bit more breathing, and we're going to do a warrior breath. And a warrior breath it's more intense breath. So we're going to kind of create heat and more like clarifying heat in the body. So with the warrior breath, you're just going to inhale and exhale as quickly and as smoothly and rhythmically as you can for 21 breaths. Inhale, exhale. So it's going to kind of look like and if you can count to 21 cycles of breath in your head, and then after that 21st cycle, you're going to inhale all the breath, holding it at the top of the head. Exhale all the breath out. And we're going to do that 4 times. This breath can be a little bit energizing. If you feel a little bit lightheaded, I would say take a break. Open your eyes if you need to reorient yourself. So if you're in a comfortable seated position, your eyes are closed, we're going to do warrior breath. Inhale, exhale as quickly as you can, 21 times. And let's begin. Hold the breath at the top of the head until you can't know any longer. And exhale, release the breath. Just sit here for a moment. Our eyes are closed. Your energy, your attention is within. And let's begin another cycle, 3 more cycles. So when you're ready, let's just begin breathing. Once you reach the 21, inhale deeply from the bottom of the spine. Hold the breath at the top of the head. Keep that energy up at the crown, at the third eye. And exhale when you're ready to release. You maybe want to take one more deep grounding breath, a natural breath in between. Go for it. Okay, let's do this 2 more times, prepping our pranic body to breathe through the Kriya. So when you're ready, we can begin. Inhaling deeply at the top of the head, holding the breath there. And exhale, release the breath. Beautiful job. Let's do this one more time. Maybe make this your best round yet. So wherever you are, let's begin. Inhaling deeply, holding the breath at the top of the head. And exhale, release the breath. Keep your eyes closed. Maybe notice or check in with the body. Notice a difference in how you feel. Let's go ahead and open our eyes, flutter our eyes open. Let's look around the room. You can look above you, look to the left, look to the right, look down. And we'll just meet each other together with a forward gaze. So we're going to start just a few warm-ups before we start the Kriya. First warm-up is going to be child's pose, and this is just kind of a restorative pose. So what you're going to do is come out of easy seated pose, and we're going to come into just a tabletop position to begin. And then I'm going to set my hips down onto my feet. My upper body hinging at the hips is coming down onto the mat. Your arms are stretched out right in front of you, forehead on the ground. And just take this restorative stretch. Notice how the third eye meets the earth. You can even rotate your head left to right as it rests on the ground, massaging your third eye point. And from this position, what we're going to do is we're going to now come up into tabletop position. So just bring your hips up off the ankles. And we're going to do what's called threading the needle. We're just going to stretch and bring some mobility to our shoulders and our arms. So we're here in tabletop position. And we're going to take the right arm, extend it out to the side, right to your right side. And then you're going to thread it underneath the left arm, resting the shoulder on the earth. Your head, the right side of your head is on the ground. With your left hand, you can extend it out in front of you if you'd like that stretch. Or if you just like to rest it out to the side, you can place it on top of your lower back if that feels good. Let's just take 2 deep breaths here together, inhaling into the lower back, exhaling, releasing, feeling the stretch in the shoulder and the arms and the neck. Let's do this one more time, inhaling from the lower back and exhaling, releasing that energy through the shoulders, through the neck. And then on an inhale, let's place your left hand to the left of your face. And you're going to use that hand to push you back up into tabletop position. Wonderful job. If you want to like move your hips, wiggle out your hips side to side, you can do that here. And then we're going to do the exact same thing, just on the other side. So extending the left arm out to the side, kind of a stretch here, and then you're going to thread the needle, bringing the left arm underneath the right arm. Shoulder comes down to the ground. Right arm is extended out in front of you. And again, let's just take 2 deep breaths here together. Inhaling deeply into the lower back. Exhaling, feeling that stretch in the left shoulder, the neck. Then again, inhaling deeply, find that breath in the lower back. And exhaling completely, relaxing the shoulder. And then on an inhale again, let's use your right hand, your right palm comes right in front of your face as you use that right hand to bring you up into a tabletop position. Great job. So for our next warm up, we're going to stay in this tabletop position and we're going to do some cat cows. So cat cows, to begin, we're going to be in cow position, belly is down to the earth, head is up, gaze is up as you inhale, and then exhale as you articulate your back, stretching like a cat all the way up to the sky. Feel the length in the spine. Inhaling, bringing the belly down, cow pose. Exhale, articulate all 32 vertebrae. Inhaling, cow. And if you'd like to move a little quicker with this, feel free. Move at your own pace. We'll be here another 45 seconds. Feel the movement all the way from the bottom of the spine to the top of the spine. Allow the breath to support you, to guide you. Inhaling, cow pose. Exhaling, articulating the spine, cat pose. Here, another 10 seconds. Just do one more cycle of inhale and exhale wherever you're at. And then once you're through with your breath, you can come up into rock pose, up on the knees. If you need more support, just whenever we're on our knees or in rock pose, everyone feel free to use a blanket, anything to support the knees or even the hips better. So we're moving into our next warm-up, and this warm-up is can be challenging for some, but it's just a downward dog. We're gonna hold a downward dog position. So I'll show the whole posture. So to begin downward dog, we're going to be in tabletop. Palms are underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And then on an inhale, we're just bringing our hips up to the ceiling. If you need more space, if your downward dog needs to be a bit wider, you can give yourself more space. If you want to come in closer, you can. So if you're in downward dog, I'm going to start the time now. We'll be here for a minute. Another option, if downward dog is not available too, you can come onto your forearms and then press up from the forearms. If you have, yeah. So we'll be here for a minute. We're going to use long, deep breathing. Inhaling, exhaling powerfully. You've been here for 30 seconds. Great job. With downward dog, we're energizing our entire body, stretching out the hips, the hamstrings, the quads. 15 more seconds. Keep up your breath. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly and with control, you can bring your knees down to the earth. And then you can push yourself up into a rock pose. Let's just roll out our shoulders a little bit here. Inhaling the shoulders up, exhaling, melting them down the back. We just asked a lot of our shoulders and our upper body to hold us, our core. Now let's reverse the direction. If you've been moving backwards with the shoulders, let's move forward. And if there's any movement here that feels organic to you in the shoulders, go for it. Perhaps moving the head left to right, chin to chest. And then our final warm-up is just going to continue to move the energy up our bodies, up our spine actually. So we're just going to do an alternate side stretch. So I'm going to do this posture in rock pose, but it's definitely available in seated easy pose. So yeah, whichever is available to you. I'm going to come back up into rock pose. So here, make sure you're supported, your knees are okay, your hips are okay. Let's close the eyes here. If you need to see me, keep them open, but then you can close them. So let's take a deep inhale here together and exhale. And then let's inhale here. And on the inhale, you're going to place your left hand to your side. And then as you exhale, you're reaching the right hand over the body to create this side stretch from the tips of the fingers all the way down to the hips. Inhale as you come to center. Exhale as you stretch the whole side body. In through the nose, out through the nose. Really allow yourself to feel the subtleties of these stretches. There's no race. There's no needing to do everything perfect. Just be present with yourself in your own experience. Wherever you're at, let's just do one more on both sides. When you're done, And just come to center, palms are resting on the knees, on the thighs here. Just take a moment again to check in with yourself. Maybe you notice things have changed, things are different. Just allow yourself space to notice things. Beautiful. So now we're going to dig into the Kriya. And so this Kriya is for elevation. And I just wanted to say too that all Kriya, Kriya just means complete set. And yeah, I'm going to begin Kriya. I'm going to transition on to a seated easy pose to begin. Always give yourself more support if you need to sit on a blanket, if you need to sit on a block, if you need support, if you need to sit up against the wall. This is your practice, and so you're the one who gets to decide. So Kriya just means complete set. So these Kriyas are constructed intentionally to give certain results in the body, in the mind, in the spirit, and energy, your energetic body. So this is a Kriya for elevation, and that's kind of a general, word or a general concept. But we're going to go through a number of really foundational Kundalini Yoga postures. So it's a really good place to begin if you're unfamiliar with Kundalini Yoga. And it kind of gives us a good overview of the variety of postures. So we're going to begin in seated easy pose. And our first posture is called Ego Eradicator. So we're going to kind of mimic that warrior breath that we had earlier when we were breathing in. But the difference between this breath is it's called breath of fire. So again, it's very heating, very stimulating. So let's just practice in case anyone is unfamiliar with breath of fire. So kind of a fun way to begin, if you're unfamiliar, is to begin by sticking your tongue out and panting like a dog. You can kind of see that my body is jumping, my upper body is jumping, my belly is kind of contracting and releasing. So with breath of fire, you're kind of wanting to visualize a fire in the belly. And what you're kind of doing is stifling or bringing it alive with the breath, with the movement of the in and the out. The breath of fire can be difficult for some of us, especially in Ego Eradicator. So be gentle with yourself and be gracious. So everyone's comfortable with the breath. With Ego Eradicator, we're going to extend our arms out to our sides. If however far you can get is what works for you. If you can only reach here today, if you're only here today, that's okay. But you kind of want to feel a lifting in the upper body. The tension is not in the shoulders. So if you feel a tightness in the shoulders, imagine that you're being pulled up by your hands, not your shoulders. Your hands are being pulled up to the sky. So we'll be here for a minute. And if everyone's ready, let's begin. You can start with the tongue out. And when that's done, you can close the mouth. Keep it up. Your eyes are closed. You're almost halfway there. Your ego might be screaming at you right now to put your arms down, but you're so close. Keep up that breath. You can release in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take a deep inhale and let's bring your thumbs together over the head. If you see if you can bring your thumb tips together over the head. You'd like to take another deep inhale here, stretching the length of the spine, and exhale, release the arms with grace, with control, down to your sides, grounding yourself, touching the earth. Let's just close our eyes here. Notice, feel the potency of that breath. Many times in Kundalini Yoga, these postures and the breathing patterns create a kind of bubbling effect in the body. That's one way I've heard it described. But I just like to ask everyone to notice the subtle changes in the body. Maybe it's the feeling, maybe it's the temperature that you feel inside. Okay, we're going to move into our next posture. And this is just a basic spinal flex. So we're going to stay in our seated position. I'm just going to move this way so everyone can track with my body. So spinal flex, our hands are placed on our feet or our shins in front of us. And on the inhale, we're going to shine our heart forward, opening up the shoulders. And then exhaling, rounding the back. Try and keep your head and your neck as level as possible. You know, we're not doing this, but we're keeping the head and the neck supported. We've been here about 15 seconds. We'll be here a minute 30. Inhaling, opening up the heart, exhaling, rounding the spine. You may notice that spinal flex is very similar to cat-cow. So we're focusing here on bringing that Kundalini energy, moving it from the bottom of the spine up to the top of the spine. 10 seconds here. Let's do one more cycle. Inhale, bringing the chest forward. Exhale, rounding the spine. And then on an inhale, we'll come to center, come to a relaxed center position. Let's go ahead and extend our legs we've been seated for about 40 minutes. So I just want to make sure that everyone's circulation is still working on our bottom half. And then we'll come together again for our next posture and seated easy pose. So we just did a spinal flex where we're articulating the spine forward and back. So now we're going to move on to a spinal twist where we're going to articulate the spine moving left to right. So to begin, you're going to bring your arms up. Four fingers are going to be in the front. Thumb is on the back. And the breath here is inhaling to the left, and my head is going to travel with my body. Exhale forward. We're breathing through the nose. We'll be here for a minute. Move to the rhythm of your body. Move to the rhythm of your breath. Halfway there. Keep twisting, keep moving. Your eyes are always welcome to be closed as you move in your practice. And with the eyes closed, we're able to focus more on the subtleties of sensations in the body, the subtleties of our energy. 10 more seconds. Great job, everyone. These can get very tiring very quickly. 3, 2, 1. And on an inhale, let's come forward, holding the body steady as you face forward. Take a deep inhale from the bottom of the spine. Hold this position. And exhale, release the breath, release the body. Ground your hands to the sides of your body, to the earth. Feel how good it feels just to breathe and be in your body breathing. Okay. So our next posture is a life nerve stretch or a vagus nerve stretch. So if you'd like to come into this position, your legs are extended out in front of you. So with this life nerve stretch, we're just attempting to bring an entire stretch from the tips of the fingers to the tips of the toes. So to begin, let's inhale our arms up over our head and exhale as you hinge from the spine, from the hips, reaching for the toes. If you can reach the toes, great. If you can reach your ankles, your shins, we'll just stay here. Breathing deeply. And then we're going to add a little movement to this. So wherever your hands are at, on the inhale, we're going to raise the body up. And then on the exhale, we're going to see if we can just bend ever so slightly further into that stretch. These are very small, subtle movements. So inhaling, the spine is straight up. Exhaling as you fold further into the stretch. Inhaling up, exhaling. We'll be here another 15 seconds, just stretching this life nerve. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And let's inhale up here together, straighten the spine. And exhale and see if you can do just a tiny bit more stretch. And then when you've completed that, on an inhale, you can use your hands to walk up your legs, walk yourself up to a straight spine, take your time. Maybe roll your shoulders back. And so our next posture is another life nerve stretch, but we're going to articulate it on each side to create balance on the left and our right side. The full expression of the posture I will show everyone, and then offer some modifications because not everyone can sit this way. So this is called Mahamudra. So I'm going to be sitting with this leg bent, and I'm sitting kind of like right on my perineum, right on that butt bone, and this leg is extended. If this is not available for you today, what you can do is just bring your leg, the bottom of your heel just into your groin, as far up your leg as you can get, but you know, kind of reaching towards the groin area. And then you can practice from this. I'm going to move into the full expression of the posture. And so we're going to reach for our foot if that's available. If it's not, if this is too difficult in this position, or if it's too much of a strain, I would say come out of it. But we're going to use our breath of fire again in this posture. So we're going to practice. Remember, breath of fire, our belly is kind of bouncing. This is going to feel very strange for some of us, but no judgment. Just so once you've reached your toe or your ankle or wherever you can reach on this foot, we're going to begin breath of fire. Go ahead. We've been here for 20 seconds. Keep it up. Feel that heat in the belly. Feel the lower back expanding. 20 more seconds. Great job. Here in this posture, we're helping with digestion. Let's do one more inhale and exhale here. You can discontinue, you can stop breath of fire. Normal breath here, but keep the pose. Deep inhale and full exhale. And then let's come out of this bind. I like to just rest on my right hip to come out of it, and then extend my left leg out. You can give it a little wiggle. Maybe you've never sat on your heel, or it's been a while. So again, if sitting in this position is not available as we move to our next leg, to our right leg, you can always bring your knee or your heel, bring your foot into the groin and practice the posture like so. My knee is here to my side body. But I'm going to come into the full expression here. See my leg sitting right on my perineum. I'm stretching from the hips as much as you can, stretching to reach the toe, to reach the shin, the ankle, wherever you can comfortably reach. And again, if you feel pain or strain, give yourself space to come out of that and find something that works. So if everyone's ready, we can begin breath of fire. We'll be here for a minute. Ready, begin. Halfway there, great job. Ten more seconds, great job. Stop breath of fire in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your breath is normal, your breath is relaxed. Let's take a deep inhale and a complete exhale here in this stretch. So inhale completely and exhale completely. And then slowly, slowly with grace, coming out of this position. I'm going to rest on my right hip here as I swing my right leg out from underneath me. Great job, everyone. We're halfway done with the Kriya. The rest of it is going to continue to be seated. And so our next posture, make sure you have a space where you can come into kind of a wide V position for your legs. This Kriya works a lot on opening up the hips, stretching out the hamstrings, the quads, which mine are always tight. So our next stretch is going to be, if you can reach your toes, awesome. If you can reach your ankles, awesome. Your shins, just find a position where you're reaching to the length of your legs, but still allows you some mobility to rise and fall, if that makes sense. So once you're here, we're going to move to the left side and then move to the right side. And again, very, very subtle movements. So I'm inhaling as I come to center, exhaling as I stretch to the left. You're gonna feel a stretch in this whole side body here. Inhale as you come to center. Exhale, subtly stretching to the right. Feel that whole left side of the body to the hips. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, left side. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhaling, center. Exhale, left. Been here for 30 seconds. About another 25 to go. If you can reach your toes, you can always squeeze your big toe as you're doing this to activate your pineal gland. Wherever you're at, let's come to center here on an inhale. And exhale to the left. We're just going to do one side, slowly exhaling to the left. Inhale as you come to center. Exhale, stretching to the right. And then let's inhale. You can release the grab, release the stretch, come up to a straight spine. Feel the length of the spine. Okay, and then we have one more posture in this position. I know when I was first practicing this Kriya, these stretches were the most difficult for me and the most challenging mentally. So if that's the case, you're in good company. So our final extended leg stretch, we're going to, again, wherever you can reach, if you can reach the toes, your ankles, your shins. And we're just going to be inhaling and exhaling through the center. We went left to right before. We're just going to inhale up and down through the center. So extending, actually let me go this way so everyone can kind of see how small and subtle my movements are. So here with the connection to the feet or the ankles, we're going to exhale as we lower our upper body. Inhale to rise. Exhale to release. Inhale to rise. Exhale to release. More seconds. In these postures, it's the breath that really allows any kind of gratification as you move through these postures. So sink into the breath. wherever you are, we're just going to do one more round of inhale and exhale here. So exhale to fold into the stretch. Inhaling to come out. And we'll just do that one more time. Exhale. And then inhale as you rise, straightening the spine. And then we'll bring our legs into our body. And actually, let's make this a full transition because our next posture is a Cobra Pose, baby Cobra Pose. So we're going to come onto our bellies. So moving maybe into a tabletop position. We're going to do a Cobra Pose. So we're going to lower ourselves to our belly very gently here. In Cobra Pose, it's essential that your palms are going to be right at your shoulders. And this is just a very subtle bend in the upper back. So we're going to inhale. As we rise, our head comes up, our gaze is forward, up above. Exhale as you come down, coming out of the spine. Inhaling up, exhaling down. For some of us, just coming up this far is what we can do. If you'd like to, on an inhale, go into a full back bend, you can do that. Exhale as you come down. Here in Cobra Pose, we're opening up our throat chakra. Opening up the heart, opening up the chest. 20 more seconds here. If you'd like to, you can practice floating the hands above the ground and coming down. Feeling the strength in the body. And let's just do one more inhale, stretching, extending the posture. And exhale, fully release. You can put your palms on top of each other in front of you, placing your forehead on top of your palms. With Cobra Pose, you're balancing the sexual energy right around our second chakra, bringing breath into the body. So here from a laying down flat position, if you'd like to come up, you want to practice downward dog, we can do that now. If you want to come up into a tabletop position, using your palms to lift you up. And let's just do one stretch of downward dog here. Our toes are curled up underneath us. Palms are strongly, you're really pushing into the pinky and the thumb. And on an inhale, let's just come up. You can pedal the feet out just a little bit here. Walk the dog, as they say, bending the knees. And then on an inhale, you can come down, resting your knees on the floor. And then we're nearly done with our Kriya, so we can meet each other down in seated easy position. Everyone's doing incredible work here. So our next posture is shoulder shrugs. Again, coordinating the breath with the body. So on the inhale, the shoulders come up to the ears. On the exhale, you release. Hands are on the knees, eyes can be closed here. We'll be here for 1.5 minutes. Really allow yourself to release with the exhale. Release the body. Release any of the limitations that you've put on yourself, restrictions. Just release. Great job. 15 more seconds. Feel that energy in the shoulders and the neck. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And on an inhale, let's squeeze our shoulders up to our ears. So you squeeze your palms, squeeze the length of your arms, squeeze your heart, squeeze your throat. And exhale, release. Release the arms, release the squeeze. We're just gonna move straight into neck rolls here. So on an inhale, whichever direction you'd like, you're going to bring your neck back as you open up the neck. And then exhale as you swing the neck forward. Inhale as the head comes back, the throat opens up. Exhale as you come forward, stretching the back neck. With those shoulder shrugs, and then again with these neck rolls, we are kind of opening a gateway for all of that energy to come up to our brain centers, to clarify and cleanse our mind. Whichever direction you've been moving in, let's just come to center. And then we'll reverse the direction that you were moving in. And if you don't remember, that's okay. Just move in the direction that works for you. In that Cobra Pose, we opened up our throat chakra. And anytime we're working on our neck, our focus and attention is on opening up the throat, allowing us to speak our truth, to say what we want to say, and breaking up any blockages in between the heart and the throat. We'll just keep in this direction for another 10 seconds. And then 3, 2, 1. Just come to center, come to stillness. Our eyes are closed. Okay. Great job, everyone. We're going to seal off our Kriya with this final posture. And this posture is going to be in rock pose. So one last transition. Again, rock pose is really puts a strain on some people on their knees. So give yourself support here, or perhaps in the back of the feet, whatever works for you. So we're going to do Sat Kriya. And a lot of our postures and breathing today kind of led up to this posture. So let's remember our breath of fire, how we are kind of inhaling, bringing the belly in, exhaling, releasing the belly button from the spine, and really creating a fire in the belly. So with Sat Kriya, the hand position is going to be like so, almost as if you're like, you know, a secret agent. And our hands are going to be extended up overhead, like so. And we're going to, with the breath, we're going to chant Sat Nam. Sat on the inhale, the belly comes in. Sat on the exhale, the belly releases Nam. Again, I'll turn to the side to kind of show. So if everyone's ready in position, we can begin. I'll guide us. Ready, begin. Sat Nam. 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 Halfway there. Sat Nam. 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 10 more seconds. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Now let's take a deep inhale from the bottom of the spine, pulling the energy, shooting it as if you're shooting it through the tips of your fingers, through your pointer finger. And exhale, release the breath, release the arms. Again, with grace, with control. You can place your hands on your thighs, on the earth next to you. Beautiful job, everybody. Let's come out of our rock pose. You did it. You finished the Kriya. And now we're going to move into relaxation, Savasana on your back. So find a comfortable position. We're just gonna rest here for a few minutes. And as you're resting here, your eyes are closed. Your hands are out to your sides. Arms are open. Legs are stretched out in front of you. And with each inhale and exhale here, see if you can just sink and melt further into the earth. If you'd like to, you can begin a body scan. Perhaps throughout the practice, there were parts of the body that were uncomfortable or strained. here in relaxation, see if you can check in with your body again. This time of rest and relaxation is such an integral part of the practice of not just Kundalini, but yoga itself. During this time, you're allowing your body and your mind and your spirit and your energy to integrate everything that we've just done leading up to now. Now let's begin to bring some movement back to the body as we move into our meditation before we finish class. So let's wiggle. You can start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. And if you'd like to practice, we're going to come up into a seated position. So here on our backs, if you'd like to practice rolling up and down our spine, if you want to put your palms behind, right, like kind of right where our knees, behind the knee, and allow that to give you some momentum. If you want to swing your legs, feel how we're going up and down the entirety of the spine, massaging the spine. When you're ready, we'll meet each other in a seated, easy position. And we're going to seal in our practice today with the meditation for trust. So the meditation for trust is just that we're going to work on not only trusting the universe and trusting the circumstances around us, but trusting ourselves first and foremost. So we are just going to be using a long, deep breath. But what we're going to be doing is overlapping our hands. It doesn't really matter which hand is on top of the other one, but we're going to be creating this position with our arms, kind of an O position. And we'll be holding this position as we just breathe long and deep. The eyes are closed. Inhaling completely through the nose and exhaling through the nose. In this position too, if you'd like to push the thumb tips together to kind of give you a point of focus, where to kind of put the energy The tips of the thumbs are touching. We've been here for 45 seconds already. Great job. Here in this meditation, we are affecting the element of trust in the human body. Minute and a half, great job. We're just gonna hold for another 30 seconds here. Here in this position, we're trusting our body, we're trusting our breath to hold us, to sustain us. Showing us that we can elevate to a place of trusting our bodies to do what we need to do. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take a deep inhale, hold the posture, inhale from the bottom of the spine. Find that length in the spine all the way to the top of the head. Hold the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release the arms slowly and as gracefully as you can. This is our final release of the day. And place your hands in your lap. Eyes are closed. Meditation for trust, trusting ourselves, trusting our own wisdom, trusting the wisdom of the universe to guide us. We're gonna close practice today now by, let's rub our hands together. It's just another reminder of the duality of the male and female energy. And as we bring our palms together here, we're reminding ourselves of that duality within all of us. So to close, we're going to chant Sat Nam 3 times. Sat Nam meaning truth is my name. So here with a tall spine, let's take a complete inhale and exhale here together through the nose. And exhale through the nose. And we'll inhale here to chant. Sat Nam. Inhale. Sat Nam. Last time. Sat Nam. And I'm bringing my palms up to my third eye, acknowledging the wisdom of everybody who participated today. And if you'd like to bring your bow down to the earth, grounding yourself. And then on an inhale, pushing yourself back up. Sat Nam to everybody practicing with me today. I'm very grateful, and I hope to see maybe some of you again. Sat Nam.